49 Never Seen Before American Photos and Videos of World War II. You must see Part 49. Subscribe for daily content. Support this unique channel. Only a small people who watch my channel are subscribed. Let's change that. And even for more support, consider my Patreon and leave a comment of number which you like the most. 1. Tail gunner in a Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress, Mitchell Field Air Force Base, Long Island, New York, circa April-May 1943. Photo by Robert Yarnall Ritchie. 2. Us, Nevada, just after post-Pearl Harbor modifications, December 14, 1942. 3. Marines of the U.S. Navy light aircraft carrier Uskaupens line up on the flight deck for physical drill, circa mid-1943. 4. Post-war photo of Albert Blythe with his wife Kay. Though some thought he had died in 1948 of wounds received in Normandy, Blythe in fact survived and went on to re-enlist in 1954. He died of a perforated ulcer in December 1967. 5. Marine moves through swamp near Hill 660 on Cape Gloucester, 1944. 6. August 6, 1945. Troops of the 20th Armored Division and units of the 9th Army whoop it up between raindrops as the SS John Erickson nears Pier 84, Hudson River. 7. A paratrooper from the 17th U.S. Airborne Division gets a light from a Churchill tank crewman of 6th Guards Tank Brigade near Dorsten in North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany, the 29th of March 1945. 8. Spotting F-6FS on flight deck of US Yorktown, circa 1943, powered by the same R-28O double Wasp that went into the P-47 and F-4U Corsair. Designed as a zero killer, the F-6F maintained a kill ratio of 13-1 against the Japanese fighter. Assisted during the war by the distinctive chance-spot F-4U Corsair, the two formed a lethal duo. 9. General George Patton carried to his grave at an American military cemetery in Luxembourg, December 1945. Patton was killed in an automobile crash. 10. LT. Call. James Doolittle, who led the April 1942 air raid on Tokyo, addresses a throng of aircraft workers at the North American Aviation Plant on June 1, 1942. He said that Shangri-La is right here in this North American plant. 11. Tank takes it. This General Sherman tank was wrecked by a landmine and sustained 5 Japanese artillery hits, but the Marine crew escaped without a casualty. In the turret is Sergeant James W. Reeves of Dallas, Texas under the gun, less to right, Corporal Lynn S. Evans, Corrigan, Texas, and Private First Class Lloyd F. Spickage, Springfield, Illinois. Sergeant Charles H. Salmon, Olney, Illinois, is examining the damaged tread. 12. US Franklin on fire after being struck by 2 bombs from a Japanese aircraft, March 19, 1945. Official naval records show 724 killed and 265 wounded. This was the highest casualties experienced by any U.S. fleet carrier that survived the war. 13. 11th Armored Division crossing Muhl River near Neufelden, Austria, May 4, 1945. One day before elements of the division would reach the Mauthausen concentration camp. 14. An American B-17 landing on a Soviet airfield as part of Operation Frantic, a series of 7 shuttle bombing operations. 3 Soviet airfields were used, all in Ukraine. The operation ran from June to September 1944. 15. A P-51D Mustang fighter named My Girl of the 457th Fighter Squadron, 506th Fighter Group takes off from North Field on Iwo Jima, June 1, 1945. 16. US LST 795 at anchor near Okinawa, circa 1945. 17. View of the damaged stern of the US Portland after the naval battle of Guadalcanal on the 13th of November 1942. 18. PUFC, Morris Burzon, S divided by Sergeant Bernard Spur, and S divided by Sergeant Harold Glessler of 4th Inf. Div. Take a break on a slope in the Hürtgen Forest, Germany, the 18th of November 1944. 19. Several U.S. Navy LSM fire a large salvo of rockets at Japanese positions on Okinawa, 1945. 20. US Howard D. Crow, the 20th of February 1945. 21. M7 self-propelled howitzer vehicle in Carentan, France, June 1944. 22. Original color photo on an M5 Stuart at the La Chora Army Airfield in Panama, March 1943. 23. A B-24D Liberator bomber jerks natural of 93rd Bomber Group, U.S. 328th Bomber Squadron at an airfield at Gambut Airfield, Libya, Feb 1943. 24. Private Ethel Me Wilbur of Rochester, New York and Private June Bongiovanni of Niagara Falls, New York take course in aircraft identification at the recruit depot of the Women's Reserve School. 25. An M4A1 named Duke of the 66th Armored Regiment, 2nd Armored Division, during Operation Cobra, July 1944. 26. Rabbi Gittleson leads a Jewish service for 5th Marines on Iwo Jima. 27. Memphis Belle and her crew. 28. An M4 Sherman of 2nd Armored Division passes an abandoned Panther tank Grand Minot, Belgium during the Battle of the Bulge. 29. A group of GIs pose with a captured Italian flag, September 1943. 30. African-American crew of the 761st Tank Battalion on a M5A1 Stuart light tank in Coburg, Beirut, Germany, the 25th of April 1945. 31. Damaged turret cut down for removal off US Pensacola, January 29, 1943. 32. Troops of the 47th Infantry Regiment, attached to the 9th Infantry Division, marched through Remagen to cross the Ludendorff Bridge on March 9, 1945. 33. Emergency wheels-up landing of Boeing B-17 G-45 Beau Duchess, daughter of the 303rd Bomb Group, 359th Bomb Squadron, LT. Matthijs was lead bombardier for a mission on March 18, 1943, when the Duchess was hit by flak, LT. Matthijs, although seriously wounded, completed the bomb run. 34. Barbara Jane Erickson and Evelyn Sharp, two Wasps, pose with an early model P-51 Mustang at Long Beach Army Airfield. 35. A Marine flamethrower team advances into the haze on Okinawa, April-May 1945. 36. U.S. Marine Corps paratroopers training to handle parachutes in high winds, circa 1942 to 1943. A Douglas R-3D2 transport airplane is in the background. U.S. Navy. 37. B-17 raid on Germany creates destruction and sets houses on fire in Frankfurter Allee, Friedrichshain district of Berlin, the 28th of April 1945. 38. Flight nurses of the 7th Air Force during jungle training on bivouac area at Oahu, Hawaii, the 21st of May 1944. 39. An FM-2 Wildcat preparing for launch on board US Martinica 101 Cabo Verde Escudos, July 27, 1944. 40. Corporal S.E. Lucas, left, and Private First Class Betty Jean Ayers get a reconditioned engine back in place in a huge Marine Corps bus. Both women are graduates of Motor Transport School and are attached to the post garage at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. 41. US Maryland fires her forward 1645th guns at Tarawa during the landings there, circa the 20th of November 1943. 42. A Japanese Mitsubishi A-6M kamikaze suicide plane hits the U.S. Navy escort carrier Suwannee on the 25th of October 1944. Note the Grumman F-6F Hellcat completing pullout after chasing the kamikaze plane. The photo was taken by the US Petrov Bay. 43. 41st Division soldiers advance in jungle of Bayek 1944. 44. Crewmen of US Chicago ready to launch 2 Curtiss SC-1 Seahawks, circa March 1945. 45. King's XB-24J 170 Co-Liberator S and 40 Formanus 40,584 375th Bombardment Squadron, 308th Bombardment Group, 14th Air Force, photographed over China on September 16, 1944. 46. American pilots of No. 71 Eagle Squadron rushed to their Hawker Hurricanes, March 17, 1941. This squadron, along with 2 others, would be transferred to the USAAF in September 1942, becoming the 334th Fighter Squadron of the 4th Fighter Group. 47. SB-2C on flight deck of US Hancock, deck 1944. 48. An M8, official designation 75mm howitzer motor carriage M8, passes a knocked-out Panther from the Panzer Layer Division near St. Gilles, France, July 1944. 49. To relieve the nursing problem of Santo Tomas University prison camp due to the departure of the nurses recently liberated by our forces in Manila, Luzon, Philippines, a shipment of U.S. Army nurses arrive in the compound and are immediately put to work.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Support the channel so I can bring you more content. Thank you again.